Good morning. Right, I haven't done a run for a while. That's because last time I did a run, I felt so terrible afterwards. I took a rest and then I went back to my virtual reality goggles where I do the shadow boxing and, well, I go to Dance Central and learn some cool disco gyrations or something like that. Anyway, it's great fun. One's avatar is some 16-year-old and suddenly you're plunged into the world of well, American high school dancing at the club, because they don't have discos now. They have clubs with DJs and such like. Anyway, it's all very fun. Lots of exercise and not half as exhausting as going on a run, which burns up a lot more calories. Even so, I've got down now to 181.6 pounds. I've no idea what that is in stones, which is how you measure your weight in the UK when they don't measure in kilograms. But I'm trapped in this halfway mindset of bit American, bit British, a bit Hong Kong and a bit Malaysian. Anyway, I mean, I started this at 205 pounds and I was going to end this series of vlogs when I finally get under 180. So I'm so close, so close. One of the great things about losing so much weight is that all of one's clothes fit. I got to the point where I didn't have anything that I could wear. I really just couldn't get into my pants. And I looked like my father, who in his old age put on an enormous amount of weight around his waist, had an enormous belly, didn't do him any good. And I thought, oh, I mustn't get like that, but it's so easy to do so. Because once you get like that, and I got like that despite exercise, well, frankly, but the lockdown period just threw all my best intentions out the window. But I must admit, I was looking at an exercise video that I made of myself 2 years ago this morning, and I'm running around Meerdeka Park waxing lyrical about Malaysian colonial history, and I thought, yeah, I can barely walk without losing my breath. So in 2 years I've slowed down considerably. Now whether I can recover from that, I don't know, but certainly losing weight is a great help. Mind you, I can trace back a certain amount of this to 10 years ago now, when I made a feature film. And the stress of putting together all that whilst all things around me were collapsing, finance collapsed, disputes with talent collapsed. I was determined I would make that damn movie no matter what. So we are constantly, I'm sure I've moaned about this before, but you're constantly rewriting the damn script in your head as you're trying to keep it cheap, trying to keep it so that you can actually pay everybody so nobody walks off halfway through, bringing the whole thing to a standstill. The end result is it's kind of okay. Got on Amazon Prime anyway. But it could have been so much better. The finance had stayed, and if producers hadn't resigned and run off and left it all to me to just pick it up. I mean, unbelievable. But there you go. I'm sure that set a few issues percolating away. That's my period of lockdown then managed to escalate. But here I am, and look, I'm running in a park.
1 kilometer. Pace 10 minutes, 18 seconds.
Whew. Well, that's 1 kilometre. You used to be able to do 5 kilometres in 20 minutes basically. Now I'm lucky if I can do 2. Seriously irritating. Oh, will I catch my breath back? Anyway, I can assure people I haven't gone through a period where I was thinking, Jesus, I will never get this weight down. I will never get back to health. I was beginning to feel like that. But a little every day, a little bit of exercise. Keep moving, and eat less. Counting the calories, of course, is the key. You can do these diets where you knock out various things, or go keto and whatever. None of those diets really work. They're all nonsense. It's far best to simply count the calories, have less on your plate, eat plenty of Ryvita. Luckily I like Ryvita. Ryvita's good. And give it extra, seeing put Marmite on it with a good dose of a little bit of cheese. But you know, cut out the pasta. That's the killer. Pasta. If you're gonna just cut something out, cut out pasta. Certainly don't have big meals, except when you go out. Highly recommended that you just don't diet when you're going out. The thing is, if you're going out every day and eating, you just better keep active, very active. I managed to get right down in my weight years ago without stopping drinking, without stopping eating. But in fact, I was so busy and I was going out at night, networking. That's what I said. All necessary. Great fun. It's a great period of time, and I look good, dressed well. Was a cool dude. But I did keep very active. Right, I'm going to go onto these things now. I've just had my weights workout. That wasn't too bad. Still on the breathless side anyway. So next I'm going to see if I can do a whole circuit here. That's going to be my next challenge. I haven't lost the weight, I should be able to do a bit more. We'll see. Let's see. Well, apparently not. Postal service last time. Oh. Let's hope I don't take 3 weeks to recover. Anyway, one of the reasons why I've had this running hiatus was that I went to Wales to visit an old friend, and he'd had a stroke. So I was in a wheelchair. Very exhausting pushing wheelchairs around, I can tell you. That was exercise enough for me. Anyway, you don't want to have a stroke. Definitely do not. Now, his complaint is that he went to the doctors, said, oh, he felt headache, seeing flashing lights, feeling faint. Doctor said, oh, he got high blood pressure, and sent him away. I mean, if you Google symptoms that he had, it says stroke, imminent. Didn't even give him blood pressure pills. Just told him to take it easy for a while. So I had a massive stroke the next day. Woke up in hospital.
Kilometer 2. Pace 18 minutes.
Unable to walk or talk, move his arms. Oh good, it's taken him all that time just to get out. Back into a wheelchair. Back into a wheelchair, I should say. Get back out, but into a wheelchair. And keeping up morale under those circumstances is very hard. Worst thing anybody can do is say, oh, a bit of physio, hard work, positive attitude. It doesn't work. Stroke's a peculiar thing. You need drugs, get down the inflammation. You need constant monitoring. They need to check, see if they could do something, remove the blood clot, see if they can, see if it is a blood clot, see what lesions have been caused, whether these are recoverable from. Now, my grandmother had a stroke, she recovered from it. Other people have had strokes and recovered, but not everybody does. And you rarely fully recover. And on top of that, he's got cerebral palsy, which of course means his motor, what are they? Motor neurons? No. Anyway, the stuff that dealt with his motions, actions, were always a bit dodgy. He always ran in a funny way. Had a way of talking that he made you think, oh, hang on. Yeah, but you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. He'd totally overcome it. But with the stroke now, all that stuff is exacerbated. But yeah, I talked to him. We went off to the pub and meal, and his old self when we were around. And of course, sat at the table, you don't notice all the other problems. But, you know, holding a knife and fork, being unable to hit a keyboard without hitting 10 other letters before you hit the right one is an irritation that he has to put up with at the moment. And for a writer, you can imagine that's pretty soul destroyed. But what can you do? You need to be surrounded by people who keep your morale up. You need to get out. It's very hard though. who has money. And I can't help feel that health service has failed him. Could have got him up and running, saved an awful lot of money on care workers coming in to help him. Simply get him up and functioning, getting up and walking, doing stuff. All could have happened, because you have to do that as early on as possible. But even so, you know, just keep it moving. That's the idea. Even under those circumstances. See how bloody breathless I am. Right, I've got to try another run now. Well, that might be my lot for running today. I don't want to feel as terrible as I did last time. Oh, yes, here's a complaint about the National Health Service. No, it's sacrosanct, but it could be worked so much more efficiently by simple means of giving you your drugs for your chronic ailments like blood pressure on a review to review basis, rather than have to order it every bloody month. I mean, I go travelling this afternoon. I'm going to be travelling for about 3 months this year. I need 3 months supply. But ordering them seems to be a big issue. And of course I need to have my drugs for my rheumatoid arthritis reviewed every so often. I should have enough for each review period. I should have a review every year. I should have my steroid dose reduced in a scientific fashion, because if I drop them straight away, that can cause a rebound effect that can bloody blind me, kill me. And yet having steroids every day is no good for you. That can kill you as well. I should have that automatically reviewed. And I should have my tail off period properly orchestrated so that I don't overstep it just by saying, oh, I felt okay by not taking it yesterday. As one does, one suddenly feels really energetic. You think, I can do without these, I'll drop them. Stupidly, you drop them and then, wham, hit you. Take you another year to get over it. All that could be much more efficiently done. Would be cheaper, less administrative requirements. And why aren't the doctors in the hospital obliged to pass on the information to the GP? What on earth is that? I mean, in Malaysia, I had far better care. It's all done very efficiently there. Of course, what you had to do to see a doctor there was get up in the morning, go to sit in the hospital for a day until he came round to you, take your number. If the number, you could ask the nurse, say, does this number mean that it's going to take me till midnight before I get looked at? And well, in Malay fashion, they would shrug their shoulders, oh, maybe. Say, really genuine. So, can I go away and come back this afternoon? So, yeah, you can do that, because you definitely won't have it this morning. Yeah, okay. And then you just go away, come back in the afternoon. And join the queue then, but you've got a number further on down the line. And they get round to you somehow. I have been to went to one doctor there about thrombosis caused by a rather badly administered blood test, and he was inundated. He was dealing with 10 pages at the same time. He said, if you don't mind, just sit there. Nurse will prepare you. And he just came, did quick ultrasound, said, yep, thrombosis. Said, what do I have to do about it? Said, there's nothing to worry about. Just don't have a stroke. He said, no, it'll go. That should go away. That was it. That was it. It was on to someone else. Everybody else was looking in far worse condition than I was. He was dealing with them. But he was a jolly chap, used to that sort of mass demand for his work. And it did put things into a bit of perspective, looking at the state that some of the people were in. But he was in great demand. It was obvious they needed more doctors of that kind to come in to deal with it. So straight away you could see that they would be looking for someone because the demand. Whereas other doctors, the demand came in fits and starts. Whereas everything is somehow put at one remove from the administrators and the doctors. There's sort of a layer of bureaucracy in the National Health Service that has crept in.
Kilometre 3, pace 12 minutes.
And made it all far too difficult for them to properly adjust services. Other than put up notices saying, do not shout at the assistants, they're doing their best. Well, the system that they're operating is just unscientific. It's not dependent upon the medical requirements here or the financial requirements of the service, which is all very odd. Now I can see that, and everybody can see that, even doctors, everybody's saying that. So what do you do? Quite frankly, they should put a sort of a payment, extra NHS tax for people earning over a certain amount of money. Or if they're going private, they should have a certain amount of that money going into the NHS. But I don't know. It's a hard one to administrate. Whatever you do, whatever government organisation or whatever party is in power, tinkering with the NHS is always seen as attempting to destroy it. And of course, reorganising corporate entities where there's plenty of people whose incomes depend upon the chaos and the incoherence of the system is always going to cause problems. So, I don't know. But certainly it's causing problems now to people in a real term, in a real way. Right. Where am I?